Good morning, class 9. Today we are going to deal with our lesson Earth structure, the characteristics of the Earth structure and the crust, core and mantle and how it depends upon the seismic waves. Earth's crust is not stationary. So plate tectonics provides a framework for interpreting the composition, structure and internal process of the Earth. So that is why most of the information we get is through seismic waves. When the seismic waves are refracted in different places, it gives a lot of information, whether it goes for earthquakes or volcanic eruptions. So most of the information is through seismic wave refraction. And this refraction depends upon the density of the place, like whether it is crust, core or mantle. If the density is too high, the waves do not pass through very easily. If the density is too low, they can pass through very easily, just like in our liquids. The Earth is made up of three concentric layers: crust, mantle and core. These three concentric layers have their own chemical composition and properties. Now let's see the first layer or the innermost layer, that is the core. The core is also known as the knife. Knife means nickel and ferrum, that is iron and nickel. The core is the thickest part of the Earth's surface. The core is made up of inner core and outer core. And the density of the core is 8 gram per centimeter cube to 16 gram per centimeter cube. It is so thick, that is, the inner core is almost in a solid state. The outer core is in a semi-molten state, whereas the inner core is in a solid state. The inner core is made up of almost magnetic particles. That is why the gravity is very high in the near the inner core. And the thickness is 7,000 kilometers. Temperature, if you see, it is almost 4,000 to 6,000 centigrade near the core, very high temperature. And this core is also known as the barysphere or the centrosphere, since it is in the center of the Earth. It is also known as the centrosphere. C is the mantle, which occupies the lion's share in the Earth's volume. Almost 83% of the Earth's volume is occupied by the mantle, and this mantle is divided into upper mantle and lower mantle. The first 100 kilometers, the first 100 to 200 kilometers below the Earth's surface is the upper mantle, which is also known as the asthenosphere, and here we have mostly the rocks which are made up of olivine and peridolite rocks, and that is nothing but silicates and magnesium. And after that, mostly in the 2,900 kilometers, the other part is nothing but the lower mantle. The lower mantle is comparatively hot than the upper mantle, and in the upper mantle, the rocks, if you see, they are more rigid and hard. But in the lower mantle, the rocks are more elastic, okay, because of higher temperatures. The upper portion of the mantle includes the lithosphere. So this lithosphere is in the upper portion of the mantle. The topmost part of the lithosphere is consisting of the crust, and this lithosphere is responsible for mountain building, earthquakes and all, because lithosphere consists of tectonic plates, and the movement of tectonic plates is responsible for volcanic eruptions and earthquakes. And next is the crust. Crust is the topmost layer of the lithosphere. So this crust is divided into continental crust and oceanic crust. The crust is made up of silicates, magnesium and aluminium. So this continental crust is 20 to 30 kilometers thick, whereas oceanic crust is only 5 to 10 kilometers thick, and the density of continental crust is 2.7 gram per centimeter cube, whereas oceanic crust is 3.0 gram per centimeter cube. And this continental crust is lighter, which is made up of silicates and aluminium or granitic rocks, whereas oceanic crust is made up of silicates and magnesium or basaltic rocks. Now we see plate tectonics. So, interaction of huge slabs inside the Earth's crust is known as tectonic activity. So we have so many plates like North American plate, South American plate, Caribbean, Eurasian plate, Indian plate, Australian plate, Philippines, Cocos. Like this, we have so many major plates, minor plates, like this. When these plates move and when these plates hit each other, there will be tectonic activity like volcanic activity or earthquake activity. So these internal processes of the earth will be taking place. When two plates move each other, friction will be caused between two plates and a lot of thermal activity, lot of heat will be caused between two plates. That is why, because of lot of immense heat, tectonic activity is caused out. And not only major activities like earthquakes and volcanic activity, smaller landforms, change in landforms like rift valleys or block mountains, all these are also formed because of tectonic activity. Okay. So now we have seen what is CL and what is CIMA. CL is silicon aluminium and CIMA is silicon magnesium, and the density of Cl is 2.7 gram per centimeter cube, a lighter one, and CIMA is 3.0 to 3.4 gram per centimeter cube, a heavier one. So Cl always floats on CIMA. This is made up of granitic rock and this CIMA is made up of basaltic or igneous rocks. So this Cl floating on CIMA is known as Wegener's continental drift theory. Wegener's continental drift theory. Right? This is our today's lesson, Earth's structure. Hope the lesson is understood. Thank you.